Hello everyone, for tonight's upload I have a match against GiantGarchomp1. His link will be in the description. Go ahead and check him out if you want. And unfortunately I forgot my T-Tar has a choice scarf, which means that he will get up his drizzle. Yes, it's Weather Wars, which I don't think I have featured on my channel at all, which is interesting. Anyways, yeah, so I do have a new charger. That's great. So I will be, I can use my laptop now. As most of you know, my charger died on me. It stopped working, overuse, whatever, it broke. And so my laptop was dead, and without my laptop, I can't really do much. Luckily, though, I'm back. I've got this all working out. I go to Tyrannoboa, who has the Sandstream, and I was hoping he would go for the spikes, the lead seat, the stealth rocks, whatever, and I get hit with a gyroball. And that almost takes me out. I'm living with 6, so I do not want any hazards on the field. I go to Cerberus, and because I'm thinking, I'm going to hit him with that surprise flamethrower. I don't think he's expecting it. I'm not really sure what he's expecting, but I do take him out with the flamethrower in one hit, and that's great. Expert belt for the win. He did get one layer of spikes up, though, so I'm going to want a rapid spin before I try to set up the sand again, because in this battle, I didn't really know whether the ability or the spikes damage would go in first. I'm pretty sure the spikes would. And I was not about to test it. He goes to Ten of Fools. I go for the Draco, and it's looking like a 2-hit KO, except he does have the Rain Dish, which means that he will have enough recovery where I believe he will live another one. So I decided to go for Dark Pulse, as I figured that would probably end up being a 2-hit KO from there. And luckily I hit the Bronzong for neutral damage. That's always great, although it does nothing. But hey, I'm okay with that. I switch out, and I go to Holy Moly, because I'm thinking, hey, I can do something. He predicts a switch and goes for the Earthquake. And I did switch, but I went to someone with a balloon. And now I can get the rapid spin as he tries to break my balloon with a gyroball. And he will succeed in breaking that balloon. And Holy Moly here is going to switch out because, hey, I don't have the Sandstorm up. I'm not ready to start wrecking up with this guy. But luckily I got that rapid spin, which was needed. The Intimidate, it's going to make it so this guy can't really touch me at all, and I can just go for the T-Wave. I can, this is a pretty bulky Gyarados that really cinches the team together with the whole bulk and the supporting. And he goes to Politoed as I go for that T-Wave. And so getting that thing paralyzed could be very useful later on, especially with some of my slower guys that don't really appreciate Hydro Pumps or Ice Beams and whatnot. Oh, Scald, not Hydro Pump, my bad. Now, I go for the taunt because I don't know what he's going to do. I'm thinking he might perishsong, and it turns out that's what he's going to do. Because I can tell he really wants my Gyarados to switch out sometime in the near future. And here I will use Rain to my advantage with the Waterfall. Great thing about Gyarados on my Sandstorm team is that, hey, if there is Rain, I can use Gyarados, and it helps me out a lot. Waterfall here, it's wearing him down. Here he gets fully paralyzed. That's fine. Para-flinching for the win. And he can't really touch me. So I am free to do almost whatever I want. He gets fully paralyzed as I go for the Dragon Tail, but it misses. So what can you do? We both, he paralyzed, I missed. Nothing really happens except for leftovers recovery. He switches out, goes to Bronzong as I go for a Waterfall. And that does do great damage to Bronzong. It's looking like a 2 to 3 hit KO, and I know he can't really touch me. He switches out again and goes to Thundurus, thinking he can take a Waterfall, but he needs to remember his Rain is up, so that's going to have a boost from the Rain. It's going to be, stab, neutral hit, because he resists, but yes, the Rain is up. It almost takes it out. I can just go to my Conkle Derp, who can take the Thunder, the Hidden Power Ice, the Hidden Power whatever, the Nasty Plot. I mean, even if he went T-Wave, I wouldn't care because it's Conkle Derp. And now I can just take him out with a Mach Punch. Not sure why he left in Thundurus, except for the fact I do have Rocks up, so it would have just been switch fodder later. Luckily, I get rid of that huge Rain threat pretty early. And he goes to his Tennefool. That's fine. I switch out because I know I can't really do much to it, honestly. And go to Cerberus, who, he starts setting up his Toxic Spikes, and I do not like Toxic Spikes, and I can tell this is a Rain Stall team. The whole point of it is, to try to stall me out with the Toxic Spikes with his defensive Rain guys, and that's why he's abusing the Rain Dish and all that kind of stuff. I'm fine with that because I'm just going to go for the Draco and try to take out that Tentacruel. Now he cannot Rapid Spin. which is awesome. Because, I mean, that's just keeping my rocks on the field is really important. And I decided to switch out here because I know Red October, although he's supposed to be shiny, and I already fixed that, but he's supposed to be shiny. So I have a couple videos of him being blue, although he's supposed to be Red October, because that's a movie / book reference that I hope you guys get. Anyways, I switched to this guy, get the Intimidate. He goes for Toxic. You can already tell it's not a Sword Stance Gliscor. It's a Toxic Song Gliscor. Those are annoying. And so here we go. He's got all this kind of stuff going. He's got the Ice Fang. He can flinch me. It's really annoying. And luckily, he can't freeze me because, you know, I'm already poisoned. But Waterfall in the Rain is doing a ton of damage. And although I could send in Tyranitar and set up the stand, I am abusing Red October like no other. And here he goes for the Ice Fang, and that's fine. That's whatever. I go for the Rapid Spin because there were Toxic Spikes on the field, and I want to get rid of them. Now that his Tentacruel's gone, yes, I lost my my Sandstorm Sweeper, the prize, holy moly, but no more Toxic Spikes. That's great news for me. He goes for the Protect now. As I went for a Waterfall, he's just trying to stall me out with that Toxic and the Ice Fang. It's really annoying, but whatever. They're not really doing much. I've got an Intimidate on him. After he gets the critical hit, and now I get off the taunt, which means he can't protect, and that is, thank goodness. But unfortunately, I am gonna have to switch out pretty soon because I do not want to lose my Gyarados yet. And here I flinch, and that was just because I wanted to get that damage on him while he was being taunted. I know I can't live in. I'm pretty sure I can't live another turn. I flinch again. But double flinch, really? I could have taken him out by now. I switch out on 2 because I want to save him for an Intimidate later on in the match as I go to Conkle Derp on an Ice Fang. And the main reason I went to him is for switch fodder, basically, pivot switching. Now I go to Navi as he goes for the Toxic, and I'm fine with that. I've got that natural cure, and I have got the Leaf Storm, which will do plenty of damage to a Gliscor. He goes for Protect now, as I do, in fact, go for the Psychic instead, because I figured, I'm going to go for Psychic, then Leaf Storm, because I know Leaf Storm can't one-hit KO. That's a fact. I'm pretty positive, because I'm not max special attack, or Modest, or Nasty Plot, or whatever. So I'm going to go for the Psychic, and then the Leaf Storm, because that should be able to take it out, even after a Protect. Unfortunately, he switches out. Whatever. Now he knows I have some attacking moves on this guy. Now I'm gonna go to Tyraniboa because I'm hoping he tries to set something up, and he went Gyroball. So Tyranitar just got wrecked by Gyroball this match. Nothing he could do about that. I was thinking he might try to set up the rocks to take out the Tyranitar and the Gyarados, but whatever. He knows I've got the Flamethrower. I believe I do go for it, just to be safe, because at this point I don't want to lose another Pokemon to Gyroball, and I do go for the Flamethrower, and hey, I get a critical hit, not like it matters, because Politoed is poisoned, which means it's not very fast, and that means a Dark Pulse will take him out. Not quite. And I didn't get the Paraflinch. Whatever, who cares? Yeah, unfortunately, he barely holds on and goes to Bronzong. That's okay with me because I, in fact, go for the Dark Pulse. That's a neutral hit. Bronzong's not going to like too many more of those, as that's going to be a 2-hit KO from half HP. And he can only take one more hit. He's trying to Toxic Stall me out because Cerberus is like the glue that's holding me together right now. He can hit so many pokes for super effective damage or neutral damage. And now he sends back in Politoed. Barely lives the rocks after that too. And that's going to be a problem. So I'm just going to go straight to Navi. And unfortunately, he goes for the Ice Beam, which is going to do some nice damage to me. Which I'm going to want to save because this is my only way to take out his Gliscor at the moment. And here I go for the Psychic. It's Stab, and it's definitely going to take him out. And I'm faster because of the Paralysis. So that's great news. And here comes the Gliscor. This is his last guy. And he can take out almost all my team. But I'm going to go for the Leaf Storm. And, no, barely. You don't even know what to call that. That's just like a sliver of health. And now he's got the Protect. I know he's going to Protect, but I know I can't live another Ice Fang yet. I'm going to go to Cerberus. Mainly because I can finish him off. That's basically it. I can finish him off. And he goes, here's another protect, second protect. And I go for the Draco. It doesn't work out. And he's going to get his recovery and all that kind of stuff. But I'm like, all right, it's cool. He's not going to, what? Another protect? Really? And it's just like, I can't even touch you. And I'm going to die next turn to poison. I'm hoping I can get off a... There's no way. I mean, what are the chances? No, literally, leave a comment on the chances of 3 protects in a row. Because the first one failed because I switched. Now I go to Red October because I need the Intimidate in order to make it so I can live a hit from Jirachi. Or, I mean, so my Celebi can live a hit from the Gliscor. Where did Jirachi come from? What? Anyways, I go to Navi, and I get hit with the Ice Fang. I barely live, and I do not flinch, thank goodness. And I go for the Leaf Storm, and that'll take him out. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like. It really helps. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.